Asylum law under fire. Judges can deny without a hearing in 2025. No trial, no voice, just one form, and you're gone. 1.5 million asylum seekers now face silent rejection. In this video, we're exposing a sweeping new directive under President Trump's 2025 return that could eliminate your right to a hearing simply based on paperwork. If you're an asylum seeker, legal advocate, or just concerned about where U.S. immigration is heading, this is a critical update. Let's dive in. New Trump memo, asylum decisions without a courtroom. On April 11, 2025, the Executive Office for Immigration Review, EOIR, issued a memo that might change how asylum works in America forever. For the first time, judges are now officially allowed to deny asylum cases without ever holding a hearing. This memo was signed by Acting EOIR Director Cersei Owen, and it encourages judges to dismiss asylum claims outright if the application appears legally weak on paper. A judge can now deport you without hearing a single word from you.
No witness.
No courtroom. No chance to explain. Just Form I-589, the asylum application, and if it's not perfect, your case might end before it even begins. What's actually in the memo? Let's break it down. The memo says judges have a duty to efficiently manage dockets. With over 4 million pending cases, it claims there's no time for every applicant to receive a full hearing. It authorizes summary dismissal for cases that are legally insufficient on their face, based only on the contents of the form. Here's what this means for you. No merits hearing required. And no chance to present evidence in court. No opportunity to fix a simple mistake. If your application is missing details or just isn't strong enough legally, you may never get your day in court. Immigration backlog, the crisis driving this policy. This isn't happening in a vacuum. The system is overwhelmed. 4 million plus total immigration cases are pending nationwide. 1.5 million asylum claims make up the largest portion. Average wait time for an asylum case, 4 to 5 years. In early 2025, asylum filings went up another 8%. So yes, the backlog is real. But instead of fixing it by expanding resources or staffing, this memo takes a shortcut. Deny more cases, faster. And who pays the price? The most vulnerable applicants, often without lawyers, without translators, and without hope. No lawyer? No English? Good luck. Here's what most people don't realize. Over 70% of asylum seekers go through the process without legal representation. Form I-589 is long, complex, and filled with legal terminology. It's easy to make a mistake if you don't speak English or understand U.S. law. Immigration experts say this new policy makes the process even more unforgiving. This isn't about filtering out fake cases. It's about cutting people off before they even have a voice. Back to Trump-era immigration playbook. Sound familiar? This memo is a clear return to themes we saw in Trump's first term. Judges under pressure to deny more cases faster. Case quotas enforced behind the scenes. A sharp decline in asylum approvals. Now that Trump is back in office, this 2025 directive confirms one thing. Speed is the new goal. And fairness is taking a back seat. Real lives, real consequences. Let's be clear, this isn't about policy. It's about people. Imagine this. You've escaped political violence. You've crossed borders, risked your life. You fill out a form, maybe with a friend's help. You wait years. And then, a judge tosses your case based on a paperwork issue. No court.
No explanation.
Just denied. When asylum becomes a paperwork game, even a typo can cost you your life. That's the reality now. The end of a 40-year promise? Since 1980, U.S. asylum law has stood for one core belief. Anyone fleeing persecution deserves to be heard, not just processed.
Heard.
This new memo flips that principle on its head. It shifts the burden entirely to the initial form. If your story doesn't fit a narrow legal mold, you're out. No questions asked. It ends hearings for thousands of people whose lives depend on telling their story. We're not just fast-tracking cases. We're fast-tracking silence. What you should do if you're in the asylum process. If you or someone you know is in the asylum system right now, pay attention. Step 1. Get legal help immediately. Don't submit your I-589 form alone anymore. Reach out to legal aid clinics, nonprofits, or pro bono attorneys. Step 2. Triple-check your application. At every section, every detail, every explanation. This form is now your entire defense. Step 3. Attach all supporting evidence early. Don't wait for a hearing. Judges may decide your case based only on your file. Step 4. Act quickly. Delays hurt. Filing early and filing well could make the difference between protection and removal. Final thoughts. Speed versus justice. Yes, the backlog is a real crisis, but this is not the solution. You don't fix a broken system by removing due process. You fix it by funding it, staffing it, and treating people with dignity. This memo will deny thousands the one thing asylum promises: a chance to be heard. For many, it will be a silent rejection, a quiet deportation, a lifetime erased with the stroke of a pen. If this video helped you understand what's changing in U.S. immigration, give it a like, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. Here at BorderDrip USA, we're committed to truth, clarity, and updates that matter. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.